Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civilization Rising Tide NSA. Alright, so we need to consider what our missions currently are. We have a few. The genius of Olivia Ross. Build an ultrasonic fence. Probably should have done that a while ago, but this would be progressing in the next round of our big quest. Operative extraction. Still need to get science. So I was wrong in moving my, my spy out of that city. It actually is worth continuing to spy on the pack. And they want us to establish a network in pack as well. So apparently our quests are saying we absolutely need to be doing a lot of nasty stuff to the Pan-Asian Cooperative. Not really sure why, but they are absolutely insistent that that has to happen. Expedition completed with a sunken vehicle. We get 80 production in Deep Castle, which is pretty cool. We actually have another deep sunken vehicle that we should be taking advantage of pretty soon too. Our scarabs are still amazingly holding their own, only barely, but they are, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and send my cruisers out to just explore for a while, I guess. Not a lot that we need to do with these. The cutters just aren't doing anything. I'll just keep my submarine nearby to keep doing damage to the Golden Bell Temple. And since the cutters refuse to take it, I'll have you auto-explore as well. Let's go ahead and turn on the quick combat, because at this point we already know what they all do. And I don't really feel compelled to sit around and do that much more. Progenitor Ruin. I would like to know what that is. Let's send our explorer down that direction. There's a sea dragon, again. Let's back up a tile and do some damage, so that we stay invisible. I thought I told quick combat to go away. Or to turn on. What happened? Single player, quick combat, accept. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I must have hit the X instead. Alright, let's get a Xenomass well, finally. Get one of those going. We can see that it's automatically doling out our population to pick up a lot of the high-value strategic targets. For example, our petroleum is worth an absolute ton. So is this titanium and the geothermal, actually. Xenomass will be pretty soon as well. Pending diplomatic stuff. Again, you want this reserve army. I wish I could just auto-accept if I wanted to. Because at this point, they keep turning it on and turning it off based on their political capital availability. And it's just getting annoying for me. It's just getting very annoying. Very irritating. Very irritating. Alright. How's the Marine looking? Just, come on, buddy. Just go around. I know it's a long route. It's a long way. This fight against the Golden Bell Temple, I did not intend to take this long. I really didn't. But it is what it is. So stop complaining. Get your butt in gear. And earn those veterancy ranks. Yeah. Alright. Duncan Hughes, the North Sea Alliance, turn 144. We have grown a fair bit in borders, but we have a lot of miasma, unfortunately. Did we ever research miasmic immunity? We did not. Of course we didn't. Why would we? That seems silly, right? We could clear out some miasma. He'll just take damage in the process. Alright, go up to the hills. We'll build a mine and stuff like that. Let's get an expedition going. Keep hitting that sea dragon. We want to clear out this last alien nest. Possibly get some more artifacts, because apparently that's a thing. I had no idea until recently that that was a thing. Pretty exciting. So it means killing aliens just became a lot more exciting for me. I don't even care, dude. I do not even care if you have no respect for me. I never asked for your respect, alright? I never did. Let's tell that cruiser to sit tight. Let's build... Can we clear the miasma, please? I don't want to have to keep dealing with that. Let's tell this cruiser to sit tight. I want to kill off this sea dragon at some point pretty soon. Now that we're here, let's establish a network to fulfill our quest. We'll send it back to the other city as before, if possible. Alien nest discovered. Oh, right next to you. Ha 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 ha. No, it's fine. I'll go ahead and clear it out. Just because I would like to get the pillage benefits. Because it's worth food and possibly an artifact. And artifacts are awesome. Kill off that sea dragon. Next turn, let's go ahead and build that ultrasonic fence to fulfill that requirement. Let's build a Xenomass well. First one. That'll be fun. Next turn. Explorer, keep working your way over here, please. I would like to get the Progenitor Ruin. I suspect Progenitor Ruin might actually be worth a Supremacy artifact, because it sounds like it sounds kind of like a Supremacy thing, right? Sort of a cyborg progenitor thing. That just makes sense to me. It sounds right in my head. Oh, hi! It's Integer, Germany and the European Union. That sounds kind of German. kind of. On behalf of Integer, which is a stupid name, I greet you and wish your colony luck. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Well, good. We've discovered the next player in the game. I'm amazed at this point in the game we still haven't found that. Alright, Marine. Work your way up here, please. Tidehunter. Good grief, these aliens keep spawning. Kill the Ripper. Quest decision. Do we want free maintenance for networks or culture from networks? I like culture. Culture sounds fun. We'll go up to 43 per turn. I thought I told you to stop exploring. You didn't listen to me. Oh, they cleared it out. Boo. Alright, auto-explore. Whoa! Hi, Pan-Asians. I'm glad you're on my side. You have a lot of cutters, though. Not very valuable. I mean, they're okay units, but they're cheap and they're quick to produce, but they're not extremely powerful. Get me a couple of really good ranged units and I could crush that kind of a navy. Not that I'm necessarily thinking about betraying them yet. I mean, just because in EU4 I have a habit of betraying every ally I've ever made, does not mean that I'm going to do that in Civilization Beyond Earth. Yeah, who am I kidding? I probably will. I probably am going to do that, but either way. So she appreciates having a strong military and knowing when to use it. Okay, so the fact that I haven't used an offensive military is something that she appreciates. That's interesting. Huh. Well, good thing that I had war declared on me and not the other way around then. Let's go over here, and we're going to crush out that alien nest. Keep the Marine going to the north. Let's get a Virtue. Now let's see, what do we want? We could get Eudaimonia, which is pretty good. We could also start working down the knowledge tree. Yep, I'm going to start working down the knowledge tree a little bit. I think it's time that we start dual enrolling our students into more than one school of thought. Do we want a dry dock? There's a lot of good buildings we could get. Recycler. Do we want ultrasonic fence, tidal turbine, thermaline rudder? Do we want to move it again? It only takes 2 turns to move. Alright, move it one more time. Yep. Diplomatic thing. You want reserve army. I only get 4. I would have thought that I get 9 like everybody else, but apparently not. How interesting. Let's build an expedition up there next turn once we get the chance. Miasma has been cleared. That's good. Our scarabs are getting back up to full health. They've just been sitting here. So, our infrastructure, improvement activity, tile improvements, impress the Germans. Okay, interesting. The ectogenesis pod! You do not appreciate your meddling. So the fact that I built a wonder upset you. You were probably trying to build that yourself, weren't you? Haha! Sucks to be you. Y'all are trying too hard. Give it a rest. They don't like that I got a wonder? Interesting. It was a poor choice. Nobody likes this wonder? I don't understand. Interesting. So what determines whether they like the fact that you built a wonder or dislike it? What determines that? I'm not entirely sure. Huh. Well, okay. I mean, sure, whatever. I guess it is what it is, but that's interesting. Alright, let's get another mine for these minerals. We have some Feraxite now available to us, which is good. We could get things like a Gene Garden and stuff here in Deep Castle, or we could get the auto plants. Probably should get more production. We're doing okay as far as health and stuff. But the diplomatic capital, though, oh, man. Auto plant. We're gonna get the auto plant. I like getting production. I just do. It is what it is. Expedition completed for the sunken vessel, so we get 80 production in Deep Castle. That's going to speed things up rather rapidly. Agreement canceled. Man, guys, I don't understand what you want from me. I don't understand what you want. Alright, perform dossier delivered in... Okay, what's that? Dossier delivered, level difficulty 0. It's only going to take 4 turns, but okay, I guess that's what the mission wants us to do. Down in this direction... We did finish moving. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Network, maybe? Recycler wouldn't take long. It's worth some production. Alright. I like getting production early on. I mean, food and production are the most important resource for a new city, because that's what gets it to grow to a high population so it can start building, taking advantage of a lot of the tiles, and the production means you can get a lot of those buildings early on. So I like getting those probably more than anything else. But man, getting extra health and science and stuff is really exciting. Ooh, look at that alien siege worm. Look at that big guy. He's so scary. He's so scary. I don't really see a lot to do with this explorer, so I'm going to have you automate for a little while. Actually, I take that back. I shouldn't do that. Wasn't there an alien skeleton somewhere? Yes, there is. Go down there. Alright. Do some damage, please. Move you forward. Forward march! Or forward sail. I don't know. Next turn. We're about to finish the ultrasonic fence. That should complete a quest. Let's see what kind of benefits we get out of that. Hopefully something nice and sexy. There's Integer. Took you a long time to get your explorer down over here. Wow! Hello! Lots of aliens around here. War of Ideas. Build a laboratory building. I'm confused. So we did finish the quest, so now we get... Okay, so now we got some affinity XP. And repel range from ultrasonic fences, and we reach level 5. Each improved xenomass produces additional resources. And we haven't got any of... We don't have level 5 impurity or supremacy, but those are both going to affect our health rather substantially. It's kind of cool. I really like what hybrids are going to do for us. I think that's really, really, really cool. I also think it balances the game out a little bit, because before there was hybrid affinities, the best way to win the game, honestly, was either do the Academy spam, get tons of science, and rush toward a victory, like a Harmony victory, or go for a military victory where you rushed through one particular affinity branch as aggressively as possible to get the most upgraded units and then just raffle stomp everyone. Either way, both victory methods required getting a ton of one affinity. And whoever could do that the fastest was almost guaranteed to win. This actually encourages you to kind of spread it out and not rush just one tree. It means the game's going to be a bit more balanced, it's going to last a little bit longer, and probably be a little bit more fair. And I like that. That is a good change as far as I am concerned. Move on to the next turn. Cognition is working its way down the pipe. Your virtue synergies. Again, she likes culture. We knew that already. But I'm glad you are still enthusiastic. A unit was killed. My scarab finally croaked. Took a while, but he finally bit the dust. Whoops. There you go. Alright. Intruder alert. We have found another alien ripper. Can we just kill you in one shot? Looks like we can, so that should take care of it. Let's do some damage, and let's march in here, and that eliminates them. We only got a mere 20 energy and 20 science from destroying them. Good grief, was that totally not worth it? No, not even a little bit. Yuck. Gene Garden? Yep, Gene Garden. Dupe, and derelict settlement. So yeah, that's something we can send our explorer to do. As soon as we dang well feel like it, which would be good. Next turn. I actually probably should have considered moving my scarab somewhere with miasma, so that he could have lasted pretty much indefinitely. But he wasn't even getting XP, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Finish the mine on these minerals. Let's move up to the next round of Pharaxite. Using this city, I'm actually going to buy this coral, because I am probably never going to move my city in a position where it can take advantage of it. This Tide Hunter is pretty much just providing defense, so I'm just going to kind of keep him around in this general area. Tide Hunters just take a long time to move, and I don't feel like they're a very easily deployed unit as a result, so I kind of want to keep them more local or in more strategic locations. Aliens are still moving around. They're hopping mad at me. It's no surprise. Quest description. Do we want to get Gene Gardens give us extra energy or health? I say health. Health is more important than energy. Almost universally, that's just how it works. Let's get the Tide Hunter down here. Once again, that'll provide defense. I probably should just keep an eye on this floatstone and make sure that a new alien nest doesn't form. Let's get the Marines back home. I'm going to send them down to the tubers, I suppose. Choose production. What do we want? I mean, the dry dock is not only really good for naval units, but it also provides 2 production just straight up, which is as good as the auto plant. And since I don't have any trade routes, actually, know that I don't have any trade routes, let's get a trade convoy. That makes a lot more sense. We have an open trade route in Fjaren. We don't have one there, and we're full there. Okay, so we can have one more trade route. We'll take advantage of that. Next turn. Expedition complete. We get a free level up in an affinity. Which one do we get? You gonna tell me? Normally you just pop it up right away, but apparently you're gonna wait till you finish processing the turn. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? We get a free covert agent. That's good. Cognition's done. Free affinity level. Ooh, good. We gotta choose. Okay, I'm gonna choose Harmony then. Because, well, let's see. Okay, hang on. So, 9 to 15 towards next level. Does this mean this would give me 6 XP toward Harmony? In which case, I am wasting a chunk. Whereas if I did Purity, I would get 12 XP toward Purity. Or I could do Supremacy. I'm going to do Harmony anyway, because that should get me some pretty nice upgrades. And that's going to be valuable. For example, our cruisers now get to go to... Wait, why do you say... Who gets an upgrade? Oh, these guys. I'm sorry. The TAC jets now get to be upgraded. Better for air sweeping, land and sea units, or intercepting. Well, probably intercepting, so let's do that. Marines get an upgrade to Harmony when not next to a friendly unit, when they're a lone wolf, or 20 HP to adjacent enemy units on death. Well, I don't plan on letting these guys die very often, so we'll go for that instead. And the cutters get upgraded as well to our Harmony variety when attacking cities, or extra movement. A lot of extra movement, it turns out. I'm going to say when attacking cities, though, because that could be useful to me. Very good. My cutters all just got upgraded, and by all, I mean just one. But still, I like upgrades. Upgrades are important. I could probably win a very important war right about now. We're actually going to reassign you back to Kuyin, or whatever, because I do have a mission still there, and we have an extra guy sitting around. Let's go and spy on the Americans for a little while. I want to find out what they're doing, establish a network, just kind of get a basic sense of reconnaissance, find out what we're doing. Okay, so we can work towards something like transgenics, which would be crazy. The Geliopod? Interesting. Requires titanium and xenomass. It's an invisible unit? It's an invisible hybrid unit. A fragile but deadly melee unit that uses invisibility to outflank and ambush enemies. Specialized hunter-killer melee unit. Well, that sounds pretty cool. I don't think that we want it, but it's pretty cool. I actually want to start getting something with some Supremacy XP. Collaborative Thought? Culture from Array, Precog. Military units can achieve 2 additional levels of veterancy. Ooh, that actually would go really well with us. That would go really well with my perk. My trait. And the Nano Hive. Ooh, that's another hybrid unit. A deployable group of robotic combat micro-drones that automatically damage enemies adjacent to the unit. Slow but powerful support. That's kinda cool. I like that. A lot, actually. I probably should get some of the more basic technologies, but that is fun. I really should get alien biology to make sure my workers are immune to miasma. Terraforming is still pretty good. But for fun, I am actually going to go with collaborative thought. It's not necessarily the most strategic choice, but this, again, is more of a fun playthrough as we discover the various ins and outs of this game. I want to know what it can do, so dang it all, we're going to find out. Let's build a Feraxite mine over there, and we're just going to tell our Tide Hunter to do nothing, just go on alert. This expedition is done. So with this explorer, we should probably just continue to send you up the coast, and let's find out what else is up to the north. This worker has finished the Xenomass well, which is excellent. So now we can just continue to build random improvements wherever else we think it's needed. So for example, let's go, well, we could just start building some academies, I suppose. I don't remember what the maintenance cost is on an academy. We should find out. If it doesn't have much in the way of a maintenance cost, then maybe it's worth just building them. If I ever decide I need some emergency science, then I'll be able to just reposition all of my citizens as needed. Oh, it's got 2 energy of maintenance. That's a little bit high. It's probably not worth it. I'm going to tell you just build improvements automatically. Oof. I have some oats stuck in my throat. Woof. Okay. Let's trade convoy is finally done. Whoa! Okay, so trading with these cities will get me a large variety of strategic resources, and so would they, for that matter. They also would get a lot. Wow, being cooperative with another nation has some huge benefits. If I were in need of things like petroleum and titanium and xenomass and so on, this would be very tempting. Now, as it is, I don't need that necessarily. I don't. Huh. Huh. Now, if I did trade with Deep Castle, Fajaran would get a lot of food in production, which is pretty cool. But I feel like it's actually doing okay on its own. Camp Cascade is another option that would allow us to trade. Wow, that is a long trade route. Goodness, that sounds treacherous. I don't think so. We are going to trade with Tiangong. We're going to trade with Tiangong. We're going to gain additional energy per turn and science per turn. They will get not nearly as much, and we'll get some of the strategic resources on the event that it is useful. Let's do one quick thing here. We want to agree to the diplomatic capital. We will do a quest decision. Production from auto plants is always better than the energy from auto plants. Let's choose some production over here in Deep Castle. I think we want to get the... Ooh. Maybe not. Xeno Nursery or this one. Culture for virtues reduced by a percentage equal to this city's population. It would take 8 turns. Maybe better just get this. Yeah, we're going to get the Xeno Nursery next in Deep Castle, and we will work on a Hollow Suite in Fjaran, because we do have that Faraxite, and that's going to be worth a lot of extra culture for us. A lot. Pretty exciting, but that's going to have to be enough for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Civilization Rising Tide. If you enjoyed this video, then I ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for all future content. I, as always, will see you guys next time.